Now, with our user interface set the way we want it to be, and that is including the interface on the right hand side with our view tools and things like that, I also want to go ahead and take this tab and move it over to the left so that I have my 3D model and then my cam. I don't so much worry about sketch tools or inspection because a lot of that stuff's within the right hand mouse button menu, and as well as the sketch tools are going to be something that I will automatically enter every time I enter into a sketch or a new sketch environment or a new part environment. So I don't have to worry about that so much, but I like to have access to the cam tools, and I like them to be over on the left hand side where I'm going to be doing most of my mouse clicking within the model browser. So moving that over, and now that I have everything set, I'm going to go ahead and just come over to the model browser. I'm going to delete that extrude because I don't want to save any of it. I'm going to leave this the way it is, and I'm going to set this as my part environment template. Now it's quite easy to do. To create any templates, just come up in here to your applications option. You come to the save as icon, and you can see save copy as template. I'm going to click on save copy as template. Now this is going to automatically go into the templates creation folder, which is located under the user when it's installed. I highly recommend just saving this as it is, and I just like to override my standard .ipt part file. This is going to be the part file that I open every time in the My Home page. So if I save this, when I start a new part file, every time I start a new part file, all of my settings within here in the environment of this document, which is a part, are saved. Now that I have my part environment saved, let's do something a little more advanced. Let's go into the user interface and change things within the assembly environment. So I've already created a few folders that I like to use within an assembly every time I program a part. So having this be my template, I did the same thing. I have my environment set up here for the views that I like to use, and then at the same time I just came up, save as, save copy as template. So now that I have this base assembly file set, I can make different templates based off of the different things I'm going to be doing as a programmer. And one thing that I do often is I use a machine or a machine design like a table, or in this instance we'll go ahead and place that component. I'm going to navigate to the file. I'm going to place that assembly into my current assembly. Now when I place an assembly, I need to make sure that I put it in the right place. Well, I do want it to be at the grounded origin, so I'm going to place that at the grounded origin. I'm going to hit escape so that I don't add another tool or another assembly to it. And what you can see here is now that that machine tool is in here, I can now create this as my base template so that my fourth axis automatically shows up, as well as the machine table itself. And if I wanted to organize things a little more, what I can do is I could right click in the browser, create a new folder, name it machine, drag and drop this into that folder. Now this machine is in this folder. This folder is actually something that I can quickly access and turn the visibility of it on and off. Now when I turn the visibility on and off on this folder, you can see that inside of that particular assembly there was also a vise. I'm going to go ahead and keep this, but if I wanted to use this particular setup often, I could save this as a template. File, save as, save copy as template. Inside of my standard templates, I can then change this IAM to be Haas fourth VMC, and now I've saved that template option. Now back at the My Home screen, what we need to remember is that we need to reset the My Home screen. So I'm going to go ahead and close the My Home screen and reopen it. Therefore, when I go to the Advanced tab, you can see that my new Haas VMC assembly has shown up. When I click on this, that's going to pull that file from its location into the file folder and place it where it needs to be.